Hey, Shalom, Akim, Shalom. First and foremost, we would like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakodash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect Akim that's scattered across the four corners of the earth, that's pushing this word with all truthfulness and sincerity. I'm the brother Tazamah from the Great Millstone Dallas camp, and I have the brother Anna with me as well. And we're going to be doing a quick little lesson in response to Apostle Elder Tahar's lesson, or a video, I'd rather say, that he put out entitled Revelation 3:16, Don't Get Cut from the Most High's Team. All right, and within the clip that Apostle Elder Tahar had put up, he had this individual of the Rams, all right, that it was his daily routine. He was going to get some breakfast at his at the facility, and somebody had called him to go back to the office, and they cut him on the spot. Whereas he couldn't even finish up his food. Like, his food was just still sitting there on the table, and he was just talking about how he got cut from the team. He was only making, like, for the time that he was playing for the Rams, for those 3 months that he was on the Rams, he only made $1,200. All right, but the thing is, the whole fact of the matter is, he wasn't expecting to get cut from the team. He was expecting to have a regular day, and then at that time, all right, he got cut. So looking at it now in perspective of the truth, we want to make sure that we're doing the things that we need to do so that we don't get cut from Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai's team. All right, because you get cut from the team, that's it. There's no salvation for you, and the only thing that you're gonna have coming to you is swift destruction from the Lord, man. All right, so I have a precept. Go ahead and grab if you did. You have anything?
No, go ahead, bro.
You sure?
I mean, I have a precept. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Okay, this is 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Get over one lane to the left. It says, or however you want to get there.
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. It says 2 Peter chapter 1 verse 10. Wherefore the rather, brethren, give diligence to make your calling and election sure. For if ye do these things, ye shall never fall. Mm-hmm. And we know that this scripture gets brought out a lot, but we want to keep in mind, man, that word diligence, I believe, is what, spudazo,
okay,
if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm. Let
me get that word real quick. Spudazo, which it says to exert oneself and endeavor, okay, and also to give diligence. But so we make sure that we express our passion and our enthusiasm in this truth to make our calling and election sure, man. Elected to be and selected to be preserved from these times to come. Okay. And that's how we do the best of our ability to make sure that we are safe in that time, and that we don't get cut, is we do give diligence, man.
It's just like if you get picked to play for an NFL team, you one of the top picks or whatever, you got to give diligence, all right, and to make your calling and election sure as to why you're going to be the number one pick. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to be the number one pick of an NFL team or an NBA team and be a bust. Mm-hmm. You see, so what do you got to do? You got to go. You the first one in the gym. Mm-hmm. Are you the last one to leave? Okay, you watching the film. You're doing the things that you need to do of what a coach would look for. And who is our coach? Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Well, he's the CEO. Mm-hmm. But the coach, the coaches are, like, if you look at it like the apostles and the elders, what I'm saying, they're coaches as well as players too, but they just have more experience. Yep. They've been in this thing longer, but you give your diligence to make your calling and your election sure in this thing. All right, you don't want to be half-assing it in the truth, just saying that you're a Hebrew Israelite, but you're not showing forth any kind of works as to what you profess to believe in. You know what I'm saying? Okay. If you can grab 2 Corinthians 6, okay, and 1 to start at the top.
Okay. This is 2 Corinthians chapter 6.
And you're going to read through verse 3.
Okay. Verse 1, it says, We then, as workers together with him, beseech you also that ye receive not the grace of the Most High in vain.
Right. You see, so as workers together with Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, All right, we don't want to receive this grace that we've been given unto us, which we're still in a grace period now, but that grace period is about to be finished. All right, Lord willing, the ultimate form of grace is being delivered into the chariots. All right, but Lord willing, we have that number, but we don't want to receive this grace period in vain. And you have 2/3 of our people that's out here literally taking this period of time in vain, living their lives being complete niggas. You know what I'm saying? Just doing whatever the hell they want to do, worshiping whoever the hell they want to worship. You know what I'm saying? Taking this thing lightly. But now that shit's hitting the fan and the things that have been said are coming to pass, now people want to start snapping in the Slim Jims and start trying to, be more diligent, for lack of better words. Mm-hmm. You see? They're trying to be on point now. When it's it's coming to the point where it's pretty much too late, man. Mm-hmm. I just want to get that word vain. Is the light still red or is it green?
Yes, it's red. I'll tell you when it's green.
All right.
If you want, I can get it for you.
I got it right here. The water.
Oh, so I said I was gonna tell you when it's started.
No, it's all good. This word vain in the Greek is kenos. All right, kenos, which that word in the Greek. People flying. 2 Corinthians 6:1, that word means in vain or to no purpose. You see, you don't want to receive this word to no purpose or in vain as if it's of little effect. All right, we received the greatest gift on the planet Earth that anybody could receive, man. Just like if somebody's practicing to go to the NFL or whatever the case may be, that's the greatest accomplishment that anybody would seem to look for. Mm-hmm. You see, it's to play in the NFL or play in the NBA. People in the world, I'd rather say, that's been doing it for ever since they was little. Or like look at somebody like Floyd Mayweather, for example. He's been boxing ever since he was a little kid. You see, and just imagine if he would have took it lightly in his sport. His dad probably would have cut the gloves off of him. Like, man, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? So we want to make sure that we're not, taking this grace in vain. All right, go ahead.
God, it says in verse 2, "For he saith, I have heard thee in a time accepted."
Mm-hmm. I have heard thee in a time accepted, which we are in that accepted time right now. Go ahead.
"And in the day of salvation have I succored thee.
Mm-hmm.
Behold, now is the accepted time."
Now is the accepted time. Right now is the accepted time to really snap into a Slim Jim and to really take this thing more serious. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be taking this serious. You shouldn't have been taking it serious back then. So now it's time to start taking it serious. But we should take it even more serious now than before. Mm-hmm. All right, because now is that accepted time of the prophecies coming to pass. And what's the main prophecy that we're looking for? The Revelation 3 or 13. 13, yeah. When it goes into the mark of the beast. 13. These things are coming to pass, man. Now is that accepted time. Go ahead.
Yep. It says, and in the day of salvation have I succored thee. Mm-hmm. Behold, now is the accepted time. Mm-hmm. Behold, now is the day of salvation.
Now is the day of salvation. We're in that time now. Go ahead.
It says in verse 3, "Giving no offense in anything, that the ministry be not blamed."
Right, so we got to watch how you move and watch how you step. You see, we have to watch how we move and watch how we step in this thing, because you move incorrectly or you step incorrectly, what could happen, man? The ministry could be blamed, and the body of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua could be blamed. And you don't want the body of the Lord to be blamed for a mistake or something that you've done, because that could be means of you getting cut from the team. And we've seen individuals that were once a part of this thing. Some may have been fervent, some may have been lukewarm, and they're no longer here. It's all according to the grace of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua at the end of the day. But, that should just push us to be in even more fear of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man.
Yep.
All right. Let's jump to 1 Peter 4, and you can start at verse 7.
It's 1 Peter chapter 4.
And read the verse 10, Salakia.
1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7. It says, "But the end of all things is at hand."
The end of all things is at hand, man. All right, we're at that time where, America, which is Babylon the Great, is getting ready to be completely destroyed by thermonuclear missiles. All right, Yahweh Shah is about to return with the chariots to deliver the elect and to bring more destruction to this place and other places of the planet Earth. all right, and to establish the nation of Israel as the top kingdom on the planet Earth. So we know that the day is at hand. Go ahead.
It says, be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer.
Right. Being sober means having self-control, being temperate, and watching unto prayer, praying without ceasing, constantly being in communication with Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
Yeah. It says, and watch unto prayer. So the reason why we know that it's time to ramp up and get more serious and things of that nature is because we're currently viewing what's going on in the world right now. And we're seeing all of these signs of coming destruction. The collapse of the U.S. dollar. All these nations coming together to form their own governments. Opposing the way of America. We see that, and we know that these times are coming into fruition even more and more. That's why it says that end of all things is at hand. How much more so in 2020?
Right.
And above verse 8, and above all things have fervent charity among yourselves.
Right, and charity covers a multitude of sins. It says to have fervent charity amongst yourselves. That word fervent means intense. Like when the scripture says that a fervent heat, that means intense heat. So we need to have intense love for one another in these last days, because when it's all said and done, we're all we got. When this world crumbles and we see these people bugging out and going against each other, we're the only ones that we have. Yeah. We're the only ones that's going to be moving collectively as a body and as a unit or as a business of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. Go ahead.
That's right. It says, for charity shall cover the multitude of sins.
Boom. Just brought that down. Go ahead.
Verse 9, use hospitality one to another without grudging.
Right. And not grudging against one another. Having that backbiting spirit. That's another thing that could get you cut from the team. And that's huge, man. That's very, very important not to have that spirit on, not to have that spirit on you. You see that grudging spirit, that's something that the Most High hates. You pretty much a murderer if you in that spirit. Go ahead.
Verse 10, as every man hath received the gift.
Has received the gift, which is this knowledge, which has been given unto us of faith, right? Go ahead.
Even so, minister the same one to another. As good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High.
As good stewards of the manifold grace of the Most High. And what is a steward? Let's get this word in the Greek. This word steward in the Greek is oikonomos. All right, oikonomos, which that word literally means, it says, and any and every Christian who rightly uses the gifts entrusted to him by the Most High for the good of his brethren belongs to the class called being a superintendent, But the key thing, it says, in any and every Christian who rightly uses the gifts entrusted unto him by the Most High. Each and every last one of us has gifts that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has entrusted unto us. All right, and we're not to use those gifts to big up ourselves or to be boastful or to get proud. All right, the gifts that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua that gave to us is to help our brethren, is to help the body. Whatever your gift is, whatever the measure that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua gave you. You see, and if you try to use that gift that the Most High gave, I'm gonna spell that out in all caps, GAVE, the gifts that he gave to you that you didn't get on your own. Okay. If you try to use those gifts for yourself, for your own vainglory, Most High can cut you from the team. You see? And we don't want to be, once again, we do not want to be cut from the team, man. Because it's about to get even worse out here, man. All right. So let's jump to, we'll wrap it up. We can jump to Ephesians 4:1 real quick.
All right, this is a book of Ephesians, chapter 4, verse 1. It says, I, therefore, the prisoner of the Lord, Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, beseech you that ye walk worthy of the vocation wherewith ye are called.
You can break it down.
Right. And I want to get that word vocation. Yeah. It says, I, therefore, the prisoner of the Most High, meaning we are bound under the commandment, okay, and the authority that the Most High, through the authority that the Most High has, we are bound under the commandment to preach. Okay,
we're under the yoke of Yahweh. We are servants at the end of the day.
Yep. It says, beseech you that you walk worthy of the vocation. Okay, now that word vocation is klesis. Looks like klesis. And
klesis.
And it means, it says a calling, an invitation. It says an invitation to a feast, or an invitation of the divine invitation to embrace the salvation of the Most High.
If I may, an invitation. You see what I'm saying? And we have been invited to this wedding feast. You know, you got it.
Right. And it says it's divine, man, to embrace the salvation of the Most High. So we're supposed to walk worthy of this opportunity that's been presented in front of us, which is not presented to everyone, but presented to a specific group within a nation of people out of all nations. And so we ought to walk worthy of that invitation. When you get invited to a formal event, you don't want to show your ass or, you know, make people regret that they invited you.
I got a preset whenever you're done.
Yeah, you want to be you know, essentially represent that. You want to represent yourself in a professional manner, or whatever the case is, a formal manner, so that you don't basically embarrass yourself and the person who invited you. Because if you're the only one that's, you know, acting out of character or acting out of, you know, your position in that event, you're gonna stand out, man. And people gonna be looking at you like, what's up with this dude? Who the hell invited this dude?
I got something for you.
Yeah.
This is Matthew 22 verse 9. I'll read through verse 14. This says, go ye therefore into the highways, and as many as ye shall find, bid to the marriage. Which that word bid means to invite, right? To this marriage. It was just marriage is ultimately, the marriage is the return of Yahushua, all right, to receive his bride. But we're in the form of a marriage feast right now, as we're eating upon this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, as it tells you in Proverbs 9, right? It says, so those servants went out into the highways and gathered together all as many as they found, both bad and good. And the wedding was furnished with guests. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there a man with which had not on a wedding garment. Going into what you was just talking about, he didn't come dressed to impress. You know, it was a formal gathering, and he dressed informally.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He looking crazy. You know, everybody in there with the sharpest outfits on, or whatever the case is.
White.
You coming in a damn white t-shirt and some ripped jeans.
Yeah.
You know, or a dirty ass shirt. You know, just looking like he just came out of the bed. Nah, you know what I'm saying? That's not it, man. And this is an example of somebody getting cut from the team, right? Verse 11. And when the king came in to see the guest, he saw there a man which had not on a wedding garment. And what is this? What does the wedding garment really truly represent? It represents the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, the sincere truth of the scriptures. You see, as it says, put on thy beautiful garments, O Jerusalem, is going into this knowledge, right? And he saith unto him, friend, how camest thou in hither not having a wedding garment? And he was speechless. He didn't have nothing to say. He was completely speechless because why? He got caught with his ass in the air, for lack of better words. All right. Verse 13. And then said the king to the servants, bind him hand and foot, and take him away and cast him into outer darkness. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth, for many are called, but few are chosen. And that's a prime example of what? Of you getting cut from the Most High's team. Because what? You didn't have your wedding garment on. You wasn't fully equipped with the truth. You wasn't fully equipped with the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding that Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua has given unto you, which was a gift given unto you. You didn't walk worthy of the vocation of the invitation wherewith you were called, which everybody wasn't called to this invitation like the priest was going into. You know, and we'll end it off on this one. Revelation 3:16, which is the precept that Apostle Elder Tahar had posted in the title. All right. It says, so then, because thou art lukewarm and neither cold nor hot, I will spew thee out of my mouth. And we don't want to be spewed out of the mouth of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua for being lukewarm. All right. Not being fully committed to this gospel and being fully committed to doing the work of Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua. All right. We want to be hot and fervent in this thing. We don't want to be cold. All right. Because when you read up, it says, I wish I would that you were cold or hot. You know, Most High wants you either hot or he wouldn't want you in this thing at all. He don't want you being one step in the world, one step in the truth. You know what I'm saying? Just being an iffy spirit. You know what I'm saying? If that's the case, what's he going to do? He's going to spew you out of his mouth, man. He's going to spit you out. He's going to cut you from the team if that's the case, man. you know. But yeah, we just wanted to do a quick lesson on this. You know, it was on my spirit, you know, through the spirit to write these precepts down and do a response video to this. Lord willing, it was edifying to the elect. Did you have any closing statements?
Hey man, we can go ahead and get it. We can close it up, you know.
Kind. Hey, so with that, we want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rechakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that taught us his truth, and much peace, love, and salutation to the elect. Shalom.
Shalom.